I'm so excited to share with you our journey up to $150,000 this year on Airbnb and where we started from. Thanks for joining me today, guys. How did we get to $150,000 booking a year on Airbnb? Well, we started our humble beginnings about 4 years ago, and I want to take you back to when we had 0 bookings, $0, and 0 knowledge about Airbnb and how we did it. Take a look. So it all started back in 2018 when we bought our very first property to put up for Airbnb. So the very first process started like this. We rented an Airbnb in that area to see what we liked or didn't like and what we wanted to include on our Airbnbs. That's how we furnished our Airbnb. We knew it was going to be kind of a cabin vacation theme, so that's how we wanted the decor to look. But we wanted to stay in a competing Airbnb just to see how they did it. So that's how we furnished our house. So getting on Airbnb and listing it was a whole nother thing. So I fumbled through the Airbnb site and listed my property and took some photos and cobbled the description together in a title. Not the greatest, but I did discover a lot fumbling along the way and failing forward. In fact, I made a video here that you guys should check out if you're having some lag in your property or you're brand new to Airbnb and want to list it. It shows everything about descriptions, titles, proper way to take pictures, so take a look at that. But we had no idea how to do any of that, and we kind of learned forward. So our very first booking, we were so excited, but I want to let you guys know it's a road. It's a bumpy road. So be patient. The first month we put our property up, we just looked at other properties in that area to establish kind of what we thought our pricing should be. So we didn't get any inquiries for a week, for 2 weeks. Finally, we got an inquiry for our property, and I'm so excited. I actually went home from work to answer the message back on Airbnb. So my tip for you guys is answer everything within an hour if possible. So the way that's possible is to have the Airbnb app on your cell phone and turn notifications on. So whenever somebody from Airbnb sends you a request, you can get back to them right away, even if you are at work. So I was at work and I was so excited I couldn't think about work. So I just left work early and I went home to answer this inquiry. So I get home from work and I'm super excited. I flip open my laptop and I'm gonna send back this message to this person. And oh, by the way, I don't even know how to send a message back. I don't know what a request for booking is. I don't know what a pre-approval is. I don't know what an Instabook is. And if you don't know, if you're in the same spot as I was, hey, give me a comment down here, but also check this video out. It tells you all about the types of inquiries there are. So this was a pre-approval inquiry and they were asking to bring 4 dogs and they had no previous reviews. So guys, I had to decline their offer. We still didn't have any bookings and it had been 3 weeks and we're starting to get a little bit frustrated. This is a grind, guys, and it's a learn forward type situation. I've got lots of videos I want you guys to watch so you don't have to go through the same thing as we went through, but we finally got 2 bookings this month, our very first month, and we booked about $700, which by the way, didn't even cover the mortgage, but at least we knew how to answer messages at that point. So we had to figure something out. We had to figure out why our property wasn't booking. So much like the first person who had no reviews, he had 4 dogs too, but he had no reviews, so we declined his offer. So we had no reviews on our property and we were not getting booked. So we decided to come up with a strategy. Our strategy was to get as many reviews as possible in this first 3 months, this first quarter that we had our property. So what we were going to do in order to do that is reduce the price and bug people once they left. Hey, how was the property? Please leave us a review. We're trying to figure out if you liked it, if there's something we can change on the property. So we were really just looking forward to getting reviews, not necessarily making money in this first quarter, because we knew once we got over 15 reviews and 15 bookings, we actually could get to Superhost status, which is what people are looking for, is a lot of reviews and a Superhost, and then you can start jacking your price up. That was our goal, and that's what we did. That was the key. Once we got to 15 reviews and Superhost status, it was much easier to book, and we started inching our prices up, and again, doing our research on other properties in the area, but also Airbnb gives you a tip pricing. Oh, that's in one of my videos up here too, just to see where you should be with your pricing. Usually your property's booked about 2 months in advance. 67 days, I think, is our advance booking. But once it gets to about 2 weeks and you haven't rented the property, we like to inch our property down and look at that Airbnb tip and just match the Airbnb tip. The Airbnb tip is properties in that area that are similar to yours, what they are rented for. So that's kind of how we got our first property kind of going, and then 2.5 years later we bought our second property, and then we were pretty much on our way. So thanks for listening to my journey on how we went from 0 bookings and being super frustrated to having 2 successful properties and booking over $150,000 a year. So guys, here's a funny post note. So our very first inquiry with our second property was also a pre-approval. They were asking if they could bring their dog, and we explicitly listed no dogs because there's wood floors at this place. No dogs, no dogs, no dogs. So they asked if they could bring their dog, and so our very first inquiry with our second property, we had to decline them too. I just want to tell you guys, don't feel bad if you decline somebody because you're going to get your property rented. Don't feel bad if you decline them because they don't have good reviews or they don't have any reviews at all. Don't feel bad if they don't meet your criteria. You're going to get your property rented. You're going to be successful at this. Just keep grinding, guys. And again, thanks for watching my video. And please give me a like and a subscribe, and you'll learn a lot on this channel. Thanks, guys. Hey, if you want any specifics, hit me up in the comments. I answer all my comments in about an hour. So if there's some very specific information, give me a comment.